He's having fun.
Are you ready, baby?
Control box.
How often do you bring JoJo?
This is the third time he's been up here.
Oh, really?
Since I got him signed up.
Looks like he's enjoying himself.
Oh, yeah. He seen a rabbit one day and he chased it. Oh. He was on the other side of the fence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dreamer.
Oh, yes.
And he's a peer, too.
That gets so excited. He loves to run. I don't get a chance to really let him loose because I don't have a fenced-in yard.
Yeah.
So when he gets a chance to...
Whee! Run, JoJo, run! It's like, all right, I want out.
Appreciate you all being here. Got a few people we just want to recognize real quick. Mark Morley from the Rogersville Street Department. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it, Mark? We started on this with the original taking down the other facility that was here, and they did a great job and helped put it back together after we took it apart. And Kelsey, well, thank you for all that you did. They helped with getting the drainage and the water put in, and Mark's guys leveled everything off. You know, the great thing about living in Rogersville is that they say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village for every thing that we do. We've got a great group of people that work together and help us. I want to recognize Matthew Elkins and Matthew Smiley for the great job that they have done. And since they've been in charge of the park, it has been amazing the difference that it's made. And even though we did a lot of the stuff, they have continued to make the improvements up here that needed to be made, and we're certainly appreciate all that you all have done. I want to recognize some of our Board of Aldermen, Eloise Edwards, thank you for being here, and Sonia, thank you for being here. Sonia was also on the committee for the dog park, and when we decided we were going to try to apply for the grant, and was very instrumental in helping put a lot of the ideas and stuff on paper and to get us started. I also want to mention just a couple of other things. We want to certainly thank the Randy Boyd Foundation for providing us with a Dog Dash grant. Just want to quickly say, you know, it's been a long time coming. We wrote the grant, the pandemic hit. We got over the pandemic enough that we could get a lot of the work done, which we did some of the work internal while that was going on. Then we started looking for supplies, and there was a shortage of supplies. Then we tried to get the elements for the dogs. There was a shortage of elements for the dogs. We tried to get water fountains. There was a shortage for water fountains. And we wanted to do it right and get it done correctly. And so we want to make sure that we provided one of the best parks that we could for the citizens of our community. And at this time, I would like to turn it over to Mr. Harrison Ford, who is the representative for the Randy Boyd Foundation, and he's got a few comments he'd like to make.
Thank you. So I know it feels like this has been a long time in the process, but I can tell you we've done 118 grants across the state over the past 6 years, and you know, COVID kind of hit everybody, and I think y'all took the right approach by having patience and doing it the right way. Because I can tell you, out of the 70 or so parks that we've already opened, this is definitely one of the nicest ones in the state. So, you know, we've got parks in Memphis, Chattanooga, a lot of the big cities, and this one stands right up against all of those. So something to be proud of. You know, a couple of items. This wasn't a gift. I mean, this grant was a contest. So Rogersville won the contest. It was not something that was just given because y'all were a small community or anything. Everybody, it was a level playing field, and the community had to come together and ask for it and vote and do all those things, and you guys did that, and that's the reason you got the grant. So congratulations to Rogersville. Y'all obviously have a pet community here and administration that's interested in that. And a lot of times we get kind of haphazard feedback sometimes when we announce some of the grants, and people say, well, why are you doing that for dogs? What about people? Well, last time I checked, no dogs walk themselves to the dog park. People do. And it's a place where people who love dogs come together, and pets is one of those unique things, especially now in our polarized culture that is non-taboo to talk to a stranger about, and it starts conversations when new people come to town, when people are visiting. It's a great place for people to meet that have like-minded interests, and it just gets a lot of community quality of life things going for any size community. So congratulations on that. Done. This is probably in the top 5 dog parks that I have not had to do any hand-holding on, which is great for me because I end up usually having to design the parks for most of the cities, and there's only been 3 or 4 that I haven't done that on, and this is one of them. And I took some pictures a minute ago because some of our new cities from last year that are still in the design phase, I keep pounding home some of the things like distant split entrance, covered entrance areas, all of these things that you guys did that a lot of places overlook. So congratulations to you guys, and we're really excited to be able to be here for this ribbon cutting today.
Anytime you're ready.
Are you ready?
Do the countdown.
Okay, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and everybody, your blinker, close your eyes and open it on 3. And we're gonna cut the ribbon on the second count, okay, Harrison? So we're gonna go
On the
1, 2,
second
3.
three?
Yeah, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Don't cut it first time.
Come back moment. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing and cut the ribbon. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Beauty.
Good job.
Up. Maggie, I swear.